Here's what you can look forward to on this week's Skywalking Through Neverland.
So now let's switch gears to Never Tell Me the Odds Trivia Challenge.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Happy birthday, Margaret, Kerry.
This is Megan, and I want to wish you a happy birthday.
Hi, all you Skywalkers. This is Margaret Kerry, the original animator's reference model for Tinkerbell for Walt Disney. But right now, I am the official fairy godmother on Skywalking Through Neverland.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
There it is. Listen.
A billion years in the making.
Off to Neverland.
What do you know?
You'll laugh. You'll cry. You'll kiss $3 goodbye.
Hey, Skywalkers. Welcome back. This is episode 30 for May 12th, 2015. This is Richard, and over here is my sweetie wife, Sarah.
Hi, everyone. You can find me as Jedi Tink.
And you are listening to
Skywalking Through Neverland.
We hope everyone had a great May the 4th holiday.
Yeah, I know we did. Podcasting.
We hope everyone enjoyed our huge, ginormous
Crazy.
Our huge Skywalking Through Neverland episode last week. That was a really fun one to do.
Yeah, I think that was kind of like our opus so far.
Yes, definitely. That's as much work as we put into our short films that take us 5 years. That episode took us about a week and a half.
Yeah.
And we're equally as proud of it. I'm just over the moon.
Yeah, we got some great feedback from that. Thank you, everyone, for giving us your feedback and writing in and posting on Facebook and Twitter. We just really appreciate that.
We know that Jess Defjam had a great May the 4th because he was our winner.
He was! Our May the 4th giveaway was a rousing success, and he won the Star Wars prize pack, including the Pirate Fairy.
Because no Star Wars gift pack is complete without the Pirate Fairy.
Star Wars and Disney gift pack, I suppose.
It was May the 4th, so leaning more towards Star Wars.
Exactly.
So, Jess, we hope you enjoy, and let us know when you get it, and let's see some pictures.
Absolutely. We'd love to see that.
And now, who's going to win our next Star Wars giveaway?
Ooh, actually, it's a kind of a Star Wars Disney giveaway because it will be an exclusive from Disney's Star Wars weekends. Now, what exclusive?
Not really sure.
We don't know until we get there.
We're going to see what's available and what's impressive because we've seen pictures, but unless you see it up close, can you get really excited about it?
Exactly.
But
so
we're going to bring back something really, really fun for you guys to win.
And when does this start?
This starts Monday, May the 12th, the day this show airs.
So it starts now. Everyone go to Facebook, and there's a giveaway tab right under the Skywalking Through Neverland page. And you just click on the giveaway tab, and it'll lead you to that Rafflecopter giveaway, in which it'll have all the criteria. One of which, to get the most entries, again, will have you do some iTunes reviews or Stitcher reviews. So once again, if you've already done those reviews, well, just copy and paste what you've written, and you get automatically 10 entries. And if you haven't written a review yet, well, that's a great time to write a review, because then you get those 10 entries to get this awesome exclusive giveaway.
And we love your reviews.
Yeah.
It's just so much
great.
fun to hear what people are responding to and what's getting them excited.
Exactly. And of course, if you review us on iTunes or Stitcher, we'll definitely announce your name on the show.
It's hard to do something like this in a vacuum where you don't know what people are into. They don't know what's working for them and what's not working for them. So when you guys tell us that you get excited about hearing the show, it makes us really, really excited.
Yeah.
Now, this contest will go up to midnight, Wednesday, May 28th, the day we get back. And providing airport security doesn't take your prize away, it will soon be coming to you.
Nice. So once again, just go to our Facebook page, Skywalking Through Neverland, click on the giveaway tab, and enter.
And we'll be there for the other Star Wars Day, which officially really is May 25th, since that's when Star Wars came out originally in Return of the Jedi. So that really was the official Star Wars Day. But hey, 2 Star Wars days, May the 4th and May 25th. I can deal with that.
And then maybe even Revenge of the 5th and Revenge of the 6th. Yeah, so many.
Bring them on. Bring them on.
Yes.
And once again, thanks to everyone who wrote in and told us what they were doing on May the 4th. Most of you were watching the Star Wars Marathon.
Yeah, that was so cool. I know some put together their own, not Tiki Cantina. They had their own Cantina party.
Yes, like Jamie Capo, who we met at the Disney event a couple of weeks ago. Was that last week? Losing track.
Yeah, it was last week.
She had her Mos Eisley Cantina May the 4th party. A lot of fans wrote in and said that they were just wearing their Star Wars t-shirts.
Or her universe outfits. I saw a bunch of photos on Instagram and on Facebook. Oh, incidentally, if you want to get in touch with me on Instagram, I'm Jedi Tink there as well.
Now, we had gone to the Disney store on May the 4th that morning.
We did. In fact, we were kind of shoehorning it in because we were so busy that day, and we thought, oh, we'll just go there and see what's up with.
Well, they said they were going to give away pins and merchandise, and they had new exclusive merchandise.
And we didn't have time to get there like an hour beforehand, like we normally would have for
So we
these
got there,
exclusives.
like, what, 25-ish minutes?
No, like
15?
20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20 minutes, 15 minutes before it opened.
Yeah.
And we got in line. There was this huge line in the mall, and I'm going, oh no. Well, we might not get anything, but we'll at least be here for the
I
opening.
didn't think that the Cerritos Mall would have a large contingent of Star Wars fans.
Really?
I don't.
It's LA.
I know. I just wasn't thinking there was going to be a long line, but
Yeah.
lo and behold, there was.
Yes.
And the first 100 people got pins, and we were 89 and 90.
Yeah. Yay.
I would have been really upset if we had not gotten the pins.
Yeah. And then they passed out those trading cards too.
Yes. And really, we wanted to get a pin for our friend Robert Babst, who was really, really sick that week. So we wanted to send him one as a get well gift.
Poor Robert.
And then they had new exclusive merchandise. Love exclusives.
Yes.
They had a whole bunch of plush toys. And okay, I'm a sucker for plush toys.
Yeah.
Now, finally, they had the Bantha. I've always wanted a plush Bantha ever since Lumpy had one in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh.
And then I got one from Think Geek. It was like a Bantha baby.
Yeah, I know. I bought that for you for what, your birthday? And it came in this tiny box, and I'm going, uh-oh, is it all squished in there? And we open it up, it's like half the size you would expect.
It's a Bantha. Make it somewhat of a Bantha size.
Yeah.
So little tiny things. Okay, we'll make do.
I know, you open it up, it was kind of like nonplussed. You're like, okay.
Okay.
So, note to everyone, the Think Geek Bantha is really small.
I'm sure they give the measurements on this site, but
Apparently we didn't look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you really want a good sized plush Bantha, go to the Disney store.
Yes. And if they're not on the shelves, be sure to ask because they go pretty quick because they're so big, they don't put a lot on the shelves. So a lot of them are in the back.
Yeah, they had 2 on the shelves, which went pretty quickly. And
yeah.
we asked the girl, she came back with an armful of Bantha. And I got me a new Jawa plush little stuff. Couldn't really call it an
Jawa
animal.
plush. Yeah. Oh, it's cute.
Plush doll. Okay, I said it. It's a plush doll Jawa. And I'm happy about it.
Now, both are sitting in our living room, and the Bantha now has a rider.
We gotta post a picture of that.
Yeah, and the rider is Rapunzel, because Rapunzel goes with Banthas, right? Right? Yes.
Yes.
It makes a great Instagram pic.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes. Rapunzel was riding a Bantha entangled. I find it easier just to play along.
Well,
it makes
you.
her happy.
Yes.
No, unfortunately, we couldn't stick around for any of their big events that day. Like they had the lightsaber training. They had a metal bravery ceremony.
Yeah, I think at 12:30 they had something, but we had to zip out of there.
We had to scoot.
Yeah.
And
So if anybody saw that, please let us know.
or got any video.
Yeah,
I'm eager
video
to see
or
what that was all
pictures.
about. Now, what I found really odd was that no other store in this mall took advantage of May the 4th.
Seriously, like right across the way was
Well,
Hot Topic.
Yes.
And
literally right across the way. And you would have thought they would have taken advantage and got the overflow of Star Wars buying crowds.
They would have we even went in there and she was like, oh, all our Star Wars stuff is in the back and we can't pull it out because...
Yeah, that's good management skills.
Yeah, really.
And even Spencer Gift, which was right next door, they didn't have anything. It's publicized everywhere.
Yeah.
Who's not thinking over there?
Apparently the TV has picked it up. Now maybe next year, maybe these other stores will get involved.
There's even the collector store.
Yeah, there was a collector store.
Nothing. Also for May the 4th week was the episode of The Goldbergs.
Yay.
Which aired on May the 6th, titled A Wrestler Named Goldberg. What did you think of this episode? Write in and let us know, because we kind of had mixed feelings about this.
We did? I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
What were your mixed feelings?
It was advertised as a Star Wars episode.
Okay.
Every promo had the Goldbergs holding lightsabers, but yet the Star Wars part was the B story. The A story being the wrestler named Goldberg. I know that's what the episode was called. However, if you're going to advertise a Star Wars episode, make sure you're going to have a Star Wars episode. Now, it was great that it centered around the younger kid, who is really the younger version of Adam Goldberg, the writer and creator of the show, and as he waited in line to see Return of the Jedi. Now, I was kind of hoping for some nostalgic bits, some nostalgic memories, since I was waiting in line in 1983 for Return of the Jedi. So I was kind of hoping to go, oh yeah, I remember that, and I remember that.
What kind of nostalgia were you looking for?
The speculation talk. I wanted to hear more of, are Luke and Leia brother and sister? And is Darth Vader really Luke's father? More, because that talk was everywhere. But then again, thanks to PM Magazine in Boston, they spoiled everything. The week before Return of the Jedi came out, PM Magazine, yeah, I'm calling you out, PM Magazine. They went on for their Star Wars special and spoiled everything. That's how they opened up their show, by saying Luke and Leia are brother and sister. And yes, Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Why? We haven't seen it yet. It's a week before the movie comes out. Why would you do that?
Oh, well, I actually thought they did a really good job of weaving in the Star Wars story with the fact that the brother wanted to connect with his older sister again. And
which was great.
Well, that actually brought, like, at the end, it almost brought me a little teary-eyed. I was like, oh, they connected again, so to me, I thought they did the Star Wars storyline very well, and I was definitely touched more by the Goldbergs than by Big Bang Theory. Well, I think what they did very well.
Now, the Star Wars storyline was very heartwarming. It was fun. It was great. But the wrestling part was actually funnier. I had friends back in the 80s who loved wrestling.
Oh, really?
Their whole world revolved around wrestling.
Now, what else about this episode did something bug you?
This takes place in 83. When you cut to the scenes in the kid's room, behind him is a Ghostbuster poster.
Uh-oh. When did Ghostbusters come out?
Let's think this part through. Where are the set dressers? Who did not notice that? Wait a minute. Ghostbusters came out in 1984. This episode takes place in 1983.
Uh-oh.
Why is there a Ghostbuster poster up? These are the kind of things that really irk me.
Yeah, you're hyper vigilant.
That's right. and I want to take in as much as I can because I'm loving this theme.
Well, now the most horrible part of the story was when the kid, what is the kid's name?
Adam Goldberg Jr.
Yeah. When he rips his Return of the Jedi poster off the wall. And then he takes it and he rips it in half. Richard, I think you jumped 3 feet off the couch. You were cringing. You were going, no! You were like screaming at the TV.
it had that much of an effect on me. But then the little boy had that same effect. As soon as he ripped it down and tore it up, he jumped. Like, what did I do? What did I do?
That was a collector's item. Now, we would have put that clip on here, but Richard can't bear to see it again, so we're not going to put that clip.
Was enough.
Oh.
So now going back to the line scene, sitting next to the kids was our friend Obi-Shawn.
Yeah.
he was the one with the Yoda puppet, and he actually had lines, which was great.
Yeah. I thought that was so funny. And the funniest part was when the sister was asking, "You're going to save my spot, right?"
My brother will be back in 1 minute. Will you hold this spot for me? Is that a yes? What is that? Just save our damn place.
You're going to save my spot. That's a yes? Oh my God, that's so funny.
So big shout out to Obi-Shawn. He was even credited in the credits as Obi-Shawn.
Cool.
Which means that ABC now owns his character of Obi-Shawn.
Really?
Which means Disney now owns Obi-Shawn. And you know what that means? An Obi-Shawn spin-off movie. Woohoo! So it'll be Sean Crosby going up against Ewan McGregor for the part.
Yeah. And James Arnold Taylor.
And James.
Nice. Well, speaking of Obi-Shawn, he did a great Yoda and Kermit promo for our May the 4th episode last week. Now, he did both voices in a conversation in one take. We didn't give him any lines at all. He just kind of went on his own imagination, and several of you wrote in and told us you really liked it. So here it is again.
Everybody get up.
Hi, Kermit the Frog here. We're here in Hollywood, California, and we're sitting around the pool because we've got really nice weather. And of course, you know my good friend and traveling companion. Master Yoda, I am. Having Mai Tais, we are at a tiki party, celebrating. May the 4th be with you, and listening to Skywalking through Neverland we are. Yeah, but what you have to watch out for is the revenge of the 5th. Very dangerous the 5th can be, especially when coming out of a bottle, it is. But in the meantime, hoping you're enjoying yourself, and as always, may the Force be with you.
Not only did all you Skywalkers out there send us in your May the 4th stories, but you also sent in tons of questions for our new Fairy Godmother segment, Ask Tink. This is where you get to ask Margaret Kerry, the animation reference model for Tinkerbell, any question regarding her career or anything that helps you get through the day. As you will see, Ms. Kerry loves hearing from you and answering your questions, so please send in all those questions to share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com, or you can even send us a voicemail right through Facebook. Just go to our Facebook page, and one of the tabs right there next to the Like tab is called the Speak Pipe tab, and it says Send Voicemail right under that. Now, if you click on that, you'll be taken to the page where you can send a voicemail right there. So here's our first installment of Ask Tink.
But Peter, how do we get to Neverland?
Fly, of course.
Think of all the joy you'll find when you leave the world behind and bid your cares goodbye.
Here we go.
You can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
Off to Neverland.
Hi, all you Skywalkers. This is Margaret Kerry, the original animator's reference model for Tinkerbell for Walt Disney. But right now, I am at the official fairy godmother on Skywalking through Neverland. Do you have a question? Would you like to ask me about being Tinkerbell? Or are you just looking for advice? Or maybe even a strong opinion? I have plenty of those. Then I'm here for you. Today we have a question from George Shaw from Los Angeles. That's in California, you know. That came to us over Twitter. George asked, what's more powerful, the Force or pixie dust? George. How dare you even ask a question like that? I mean, the Force is good, but pixie dust can be every place. It could touch people's lives in outer Mongolia if necessary. So, of course, pixie dust is stronger and more powerful. You remember that, George, right? Okay. Our next question comes from Stephanie Ullman, also known as Fairy Jedi, on Twitter. She spells fairy the old-fashioned way. I like her. She asks, what's the best way to get through a bad day? Oh, think happy thoughts. I mean, if you keep thinking happy thoughts, you clear out all the bad stuff. And it's really fun. And you switch everything around where you think, oh, why did I have to get caught in traffic? You say, oh, I probably missed being hit in an accident. You see, that's the way that you do it. At least Tinkerbell does. And would Tink ever be lured to the dark side and maybe lead Hook to Peter? Is it possible? Well, she did. You remember? Hook said, oh, Miss Bell, you remember, Miss Bell, if you would just show us where Peter Pan is. And Tinkerbell walked across the map and her little feet were dipped in ink. You have to go back and watch Peter Pan again, I think. Yes, it's possible, unfortunately. And Sam Shazam from Los Angeles, once again in California, called in and left a voicemail. He said, quote, your work has entertained and inspired so many over the years. I'd like to know which actors or actresses, plays, movies, or TV shows inspired or entertained you. Sam, do you have about 4 hours? But I will tell you, this is a surprise to most people. My very favorite movie of all movies, because every time I look at it, there's something new to see. And that movie is Mary Poppins. Now, Peter Pan comes really, really close, and so does Pinocchio. But there's something about Mary Poppins that just touches me, and the animation is so superb. And, well, I could go on again. You see what I mean? We need more time, Sam. You'll have to make an appointment. Okay. So that's all the Tink time we have for today. I would like to thank George Shaw, Stephanie Ullman, and Sam Shazam for sending in their questions. If you would like me to spread some faith, trust, and pixie dust, send your questions to share, S-H-A-R-E, at skywalkingthroughneverland.com. Bye.
Well, we didn't just ask her to come and record for us. We wanted to bring her something in return. So we asked you all to send in your birthday voicemails, and we created this awesome CD with all of your voicemails rolled into it that she will be able to listen to from now until forever. So we were so excited to bring that to her. And to deliver that, we sent her Captain Hook from Neverland, a Captain Hook singing telegram. And the look on her face was worth all the planning. Now, if you think trying to sneak Captain Hook into a radio station like KKLA is easy, guess again. But she loved it. So here's a clip of how things went.
There's Captain Hook.
Margaret?
Yes.
Margaret Kerry, a.k.a. Tinkerbell.
Right over here.
A.k.a. Skipper.
Right over here.
Happy birthday, my love.
Oh, Captain Hook.
Since it is your birthday, I've called a truce.
Oh, really? You just look wonderful.
And you look tutorful, which is one more than wonderful. May I sing a song or two for you?
Did you know that today is James M. Barrie's birthday?
James M. Barrie?
Yes.
Jimmy.
Yes.
Nice man. Good with kids.
1860 he was born. Yes. Now, what is this about a song?
I'm going to sing a few songs for you.
Ooh,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you all agog?
I'm agog.
All right. From Peggy Lynch to Margaret Kerry, we hope our Hook is not too scary. With Mark Davis and Mr. Disney, Tinkerbell was created from you. Movies, TV, and radio, you're darn skippy. Don't worry, Tink, you're not too hippie. Sarah and Rich from Skywalking Through Neverland want to thank you for making our dreams come true.
Oh, I never knew that you had such a great voice.
I know, I'm usually just yelling at people. Snee!
This is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in years.
Really?
Yes.
You should get out more often then.
I guess so.
We'd like to thank our friend Dave Huffman for doing such a great job. Happy birthday, Margaret.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Margaret. Happy birthday to you and many more. Hi, Miss Margaret. This is Jamie Farrar from Las Vegas. We've met a couple times at the various Disney cons. Have a good year. Good luck with everything, and I'll see you at the next D23. Bye.
Hi there, my name is Christopher Novio, and I just want to wish Margaret a happy birthday. And I am very honored to send a message to someone who is a Disney legend. I wish you a happy birthday. Thank you for listening to this message. Have a wonderful day.
Hi, this is Megan, and I want to wish you a happy birthday. And I love all of the Tinkerbell movies because I've seen all of them, and my favorite is The Pirate Fairy.
Hi, I'm Zach. I hate to play superheroes and watch The Pirate Fairy and play with Sims on Mars.
Happy birthday, Margaret Kerry. May it be filled with love, laughter, and of course, plenty of pixie dust.
Happy birthday, Margaret Kerry. This is Jonna Marie Macias from the Bronx, New York. I hope you have a wonderful day full of happiness and joy. Take care and much love.
We hope you had a great birthday and a great Mother's Day. How lucky are you to have it all on the same day? And we hope that all you Skywalking moms had a great Mother's Day too. Now, I want to take a moment and give a few shout outs to some of our new friends. We want to say hello to our new friends at the Once Upon a Time fan podcast, Jeff and Colleen.
This is a great podcast because we're big fans of Once Upon a Time, and sometimes the stories can get convoluted.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on.
There's so much going on, and after you've sat for a week and not watched it, it's like, oh wait, what happened? Who died?
But then now listening to their podcast, it
Yes.
really fills in the gaps and little things you may have missed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in fact, they have 2 podcasts a week. One is First Thoughts that they record right after they watch the episode.
And they catch things I never caught.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then later on in the week, they have fans write in their ideas and like, what does this mean? What does this mean? And they have a comprehensive podcast that kind of goes in depth into what things mean. And that's really interesting. I love that episode because it really explains some things and brings up things that I never think about. And here we're going to play a promo for you so you know a little bit more about it.
Let's see, this needs a married couple from Southern California. He's a Star Wars fan and he loves movies. She's a Disney fan and she loves great literature. We'll add some feedback from listeners all over the world and just a pinch of comedy. All right, I need to try it.
There. Oh, it's missing something. Oh, it's missing you. You need to try it. If you're a fan of ABC's Once Upon a Time, then you will love the Once Upon a Time fan podcast at onceuponatimepodcast.com. My voice will stay like this until you listen. Maybe I could get a job in cartoons. Sounds like I'm part of the Lollipop Guild. Please listen. Hurry. Thank you.
And now for some iTunes and Stitcher review shout-outs.
I love this part.
Yeah. We got an iTunes review by Kevin Reitzel, who comes to us from the Bald Solo podcast, actually. And he says that each time I listen, I feel like I'm always in the room with them and sharing the fun. And on Stitcher, we got a few reviews. We got reviews from Smoky Mountains, from Sarah 18 Lynn, from Nikki Nicole, and Ish77 said, "It makes me wish I could take a journey through Neverland." So thanks. I know. That's so great.
You ain't heard nothing yet. Stay tuned.
All right. Well, I want to give a shout out to Peter Heitman, Rob Dellinger, and Dave Parfit for sharing and spreading the podcast around to their friends on Facebook. Thank you so much, guys. We see that and we really appreciate it. And it just helps spread this love of Disney and Star Wars and superheroes to everyone that you can. And we just want to make new friends with everyone.
and entertain you at the same time.
Yeah. Now, also, several people have posted on our timeline or messaged us on Facebook things that they'd like to share. So I want to give a shout out to them. Andrew Swaffer shared his fan film of Lego minifigures building the Millennium Falcon.
This was a really fun film.
Yeah. I was able to repost that on a lunch break over the weekend. I thought it was really cool. It's very mesmerizing to watch all the C-3PO and Han and Leia build their own Millennium Falcon.
All within minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas normally it would take you like 2 weeks to build a Millennium Falcon
Right.
Lego set. He does it within minutes.
I think Andrew said that it took him over 4 months to complete.
I believe it.
Stop motion.
Very hard. Lego building, even harder.
Yes.
Especially when you don't have directions, because I always lost the directions.
Now, I want to give a shout out to Teresa Logan, who shared pictures of her May the 4th Star Wars wedding that just happened this May the 4th, 2014, in which she was a Jedi bride. That was so cool.
Awesome timing.
Yeah.
She sent in a few photos, and it looked like they had a great time. It was really, really fun. Now, if you had a Star Wars or a Disney or a pop culture wedding, send us in photos or stories, or let us know, because in June we're going to do a wedding episode.
Yay, we're gonna showcase all of your Disney Star Wars weddings. Now, it does not have to be from this year. If this happened a while ago, bring them on. We want to see any kind of thing like that.
And for any of you guys who are going, a wedding episode, these themed weddings are really, really fun.
Yeah, I think when I watch my wedding shows on TV, if they are themed, you'll sometimes break and watch.
And I'm sure some of our stories will seep in.
Yeah.
We had a really fun Star Wars Disney wedding.
Yeah. So please share. And as always, if you have anything to share, just send in an email to share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com. And you can also send in voicemails. If you go to Facebook, Skywalking Through Neverland page, and click on the Speak Pipe tab, it's orange and black.
It's orange.
Orange.
No. It's orange.
I'm not sure what that color is.
I'm not sure what orange is.
Yeah, I think orange is the color.
Orange is not a color. Orange is a color.
Well, regardless.
So the orange Speak Pipe tab.
Fine.
I'm getting the evil look.
But you can leave a voicemail there and let us know what you think of the show.
Nowadays, you go to a convention or a screening or any big Star Wars event, you're going to see Darth Vader there, like a cosplaying Darth Vader from the 501st. However, way back at a time known as the 1970s, to see Darth Vader in person was a very, very rare occurrence.
Mm-hmm. And in a good costume.
In a good costume, exactly. Well, I was very lucky on May the 12th, 1978, to go to Bradley's department store to see Darth Vader in person.
Yay.
Back then, they had the traveling Vader, which would go from store to store, mall to mall, handing out movie stills and meeting and greeting his fans. To me, it made it more real.
Right.
It made Star Wars more real. So my mother took me and my sister and some friends to see Darth Vader.
So let's hear what your 9-year-old self had to say.
May 12th, 1978. Yesterday, my mother and Lisa and Sean and I saw Darth Vader. He gave out free Darth Vader movie stilts. There was a new Star Wars toy. He wrote his name on the movie stilts. Darth Vader had guards all around him. He had the real Darth Vader costume. I got 3 movie stilts. First, we were looking in the mall, then we saw the sign. They had a new Star Wars necklace, it was a stormtrooper, and new Star Wars shoes. Darth Vader stood on the stage. Then we went to the bookstore, they had new Star Wars stuff. They had a R2-D2 model, and a C-3PO model, and TIE Vader ship model, and an X-Wing model.
Now that was only a scratching on the surface.
Now, that was one of the most memorable days of being a veteran Star Wars fan, seeing Darth Vader at the mall. It was just so unique, and Well, if you want to read more about my big day meeting Darth Vader and other Darth Vaders, because we saw him at a couple of different stores, some with lackluster costumes, some with the screen-used costumes. Then go to our new page on skywalkingthroughneverland.com where we're going to start blogging. And our first entry, the day I met Darth Vader.
Yeah. So go to skywalkingthroughneverland.com and you'll see under all the tabs an additional tab called blog. That's where you go.
So I wrote this blog and we're going to be looking for more bloggers. Are you a blogger? If you are, we want to read what you have.
Yeah. If you'd like to write some stories for us or cover some events, we'd love to hear from you.
Once again, we are here for the fans. We want to make you as involved as we are in Skywalking Through Neverland. So please send us in. If you saw a movie, you want to review it, went to a convention, you want to recap it, please, we want to hear all about it in our new blog section.
So send those in to share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
Stay tuned for droids.
Did you ever see Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
You can experience the taste of Kellogg's C-3POs.
A common question I get from people, what's my favorite Star Wars film? Or what do I collect the most? Now, what I collect the most is video segments. I love collecting video segments. Now, back in the 80s, I sat in front of my VCR. Just waiting.
VCR.
Just waiting for something of Star Wars to come on TV so I could tape it. And one of the most common things that did pop up, other than the C-3PO's breakfast cereal commercials, was a Star Wars reference in a sitcom. A while back, in our vintage video segment, we showed various shows from the 1970s, 80s, and 90s that had a Star Wars reference.
So what were some of those shows?
Love Boat. Love Boat had a Star Wars reference.
Oh, boy.
The show Alice. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
Yeah.
Alf had a couple of Star Wars references.
I know that one.
Well, I know in the last couple of years, they've been more prevalent with shows like 30 Rock and
The Office, right?
and Parks and Rec and How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm.
So it was hard to keep up recording all of these.
Well, especially since you no longer sit at home on your couch watching TV.
Or have a VCR.
Yeah.
Now it's all DVR.
Or it's on the web. Now, when we're able to, we'll give a shout out and play a clip from a show that has a Star Wars reference. This week, our shout out goes to The Simpsons, who saw the Lego episode called Brick Like Me.
Would have been nearly impossible to have this episode not go without a Star Wars Lego reference.
You think?
Oh, yeah. Lego sets are huge right now
That's
with
true.
Star Wars.
That's true. So here is the clip. Check it out.
That robot is made out of Batmobile, Hobbit Hole, and SpongeBob playsets. That's miscegenation. Kid power.
Lion Blast! Lightsaber Barf!
Lightsaber Barf. Classic.
Normally, I'm not a big fan of that kind of barf humor.
Yeah, but when it's lightsabers,
when you're barfing up lightsabers,
that's okay.
game on.
Now, last week for
That's funny stuff. I'm sorry. That's good writing.
Yeah. Now, last week for our big May the 4th episode, we had Robert Bapst from the Bald Solo podcast, super listener Donald Wicks, and Scott Murray from Assembly of Geeks podcast join us for an episode 7 cast announcement roundtable. Now, when they were all assembled, we decided to have a Never Tell Me the Odds trivia battle. So we ran so long that we saved it for this episode. See how you score.
So now let's switch gears to Skywalking Through Neverland's Never Tell Me the Odds Trivia Challenge.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I guess I can't play because the answers are here.
Yeah, no, you can't play.
Okay, darn it.
All right.
Yeah, that's not fair.
All right, so we have 75 questions here, so get comfy.
Okay.
He's just kidding.
Okay.
All right.
Just 75?
That's for round number 1.
That's only like 2 sections of Star Wars Trivial Pursuit. Come on.
Yeah, no kidding. The very first category, Easter egg trivia. Star Wars and E.T. have crossed over twice. Name the 2 examples where each movie paid homage to each other and what scene?
Donald.
All right, Donald.
Well, I would say in E.T., it's when E.T. lifts the bicycle up in the air with the Force. And in the Phantom Menace and the senatorial chambers, there are some actual E.T. creatures in one of the pods.
Yes.
Right, but E.T. using the Force,
Actually,
that's
yeah,
more
I actually
speculation.
think I know the ET one.
Oh, okay.
Is it the kid that dressed up like Yoda on Halloween?
That's
right.
it.
Oh,
the bad.
I think we have to split that point. So 1 point to Donald, 1 point to Scott.
Yeah.
So what was so it was the kid dressed up like ET, and what was the other one?
And Phantom Menace, the little E.T.s in the Senate scene.
God, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do some frame by frame there.
We
they're in
also
one of the
would have
pods.
taken when Elliot was playing with his Han Solo and Greedo action figures.
Ah, yes.
All right. What 2 sci-fi movie homages are in Watto's junkyard?
Oh, for crying out loud.
These are Easter eggs.
I know one of them, but I don't think I know the second one.
Okay.
Okay.
For 1 point.
If points can be split, can I?
Yes.
Yes.
One of them is 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, that was the hard one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right by the entrance, if you look over Qui-Gon's shoulder, you'll see the little space pod from 2001.
Okay. Wow.
And the next one is a very obvious one.
Now, these are literally pieces
Things.
in the junkyard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the other film Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
No. Credits will do fine. No, they won't. All right, I'll give you a hint. Dun, 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 dun.
Terminator.
Yes.
There's a T-800 in the junkyard?
There is a line of Terminators right behind Watto.
No, there's not.
Yes, there
What?
are. There's like 4 or 5
Exos-
Terminators in a row.
Wow.
Gotta be kidding me.
You can see from the as if they're standing in single file.
Huh.
Okay. I'm breaking out the DVDs tonight.
So
So far-
if that was worth 2 points, Scott got them both.
Okay.
Wow.
Good job, Scott.
This will be an easy one. What ship flies outside of Queen Amidala's window in The Phantom Menace when she says, "I've decided to go back to Naboo"?
It's from, we'll give you a hint, it's from a different movie series. It's not from a Star Wars series.
A different franchise.
Battlestar Galactica Cylon ship.
No, but you're getting warmer. It's another, maybe a ship from another series.
The Enterprise.
Very good.
USS Enterprise flies by.
Scott, you're very good with our hints.
The USS Enterprise from the Next Generation.
Jeez.
All right. Okay, now this should be an easy one.
Well,
You keep saying that.
Bald Solo has 0 points.
Okay. When do you hear the Wilhelm scream in Star Wars?
Are you talking about A New Hope?
Yep.
Donald.
Donald?
When one of the stormtrooper falls off of something. Oh, when Luke Skywalker is shooting at them and he falls down the pit.
Donald's got that one right. When do you hear the Wilhelm scream in The Empire Strikes Back?
When Luke falls down the shaft when his hand's cut off. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, you'd have to extend it a little bit.
that would be awesome.
Man. The whole time. Yeah, it's just an extended one all the way through the tube.
All right. No.
No.
I'm sure it was a stormtrooper.
Yes?
But when?
On Cloud City.
Keep going.
When they're being shot at.
Oh, wrong direction.
By the rebels.
No. Is it when Leia shoots one on the platform when they're getting in the Falcon?
No.
Doesn't Chewbacca throw one when they're getting ready to freeze Han Solo in the carbonite?
And Donald's got another one.
Oh. Sorry.
When
Good job,
Chewbacca-
Donald.
When the troopers come over to take Han and Chewie goes ballistic and he knocks one over the edge, you hear the Wilhelm scream.
I don't even hear it. That scene's so emotional. I'm not going to lie. It
It's
gets
true.
me every time.
All right. When do you hear the Wilhelm scream in Return of the Jedi?
I think I know this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Scott.
All right, Scott.
Is it in the bunker?
Yeah.
By the admiral, the commander who's played by Ben Burt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
when he comes around the
he says
corner.
freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he
Yes.
throws it and he hits him and he falls over.
Now you also hear the Wilhelm screaming in Jedi when Luke knocks that first Weequay into the Sarlacc pit.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then to go one further in the special edition, you'll hear it on the Coruscant celebration scene at the very end.
Oh.
Yeah.
You hear it faintly in the background.
See, Weequay in the Sarlacc pit's the only one that's very clear to me that I remember.
All right, Sarah.
Okay.
What's the results?
I scored Gonk droid level. Gonk, gonk, gonk. Gonk. I didn't even make it off the blockade runner. I was one of the guys standing in front of the doors. I just got shot right away. Bam! I died for the cause.
Close the blast door.
Close the blast door.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very, very much.
Yay!
Thanks for having me. Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I had a great time. It was awesome. Thank you.
In the end, the score was Scott Murray with 5, Donald Wicks with 3, and Robert Babst, who scored at Gonk level.
Sorry, Robert. Raise your hand if you're going to Star Wars weekend.
I'm raising my hand.
Oh, I'm raising my hand.
We'll be out there the second weekend, which is May 23rd and 25th. So if you're going to be out there too, let us know.
Yes,
Can't
let
wait
us
to meet
know. We're already meeting with a couple people, and we want to meet with more. Now, Star Wars Weekends itself starts May 16th, and that is just, count them, just 4 days away.
I can count this on one hand.
That's just crazy. Well, they finally announced the celebrity guest lists for all the Star Wars weekends, and I'm so excited. And now we want to give you the celebrities for the weekend of May 16th through 18th coming up, and they are going to be Ahmed Best, who is Jar Jar Binks.
We had met him a couple of times out and about in Hollywood. Super, super nice guy.
Yeah. And Peter Mayhew is going to be there. He, of course, is Chewbacca.
Oh, I wish we were going on this first weekend because I'm sure we'll get to see him walk.
Yeah.
After his knee surgery, I'm sure he's up and about and walking around.
Mm-hmm. And now Vanessa Marshall is also going to be there, and she plays Harrison Dula in Star Wars Rebels.
And you call Vanessa Marshall what? Your BFF?
That's right. On Twitter, we're BFFs. We always fangirl flail all the time.
Another super, super, super nice celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, she's taking over the Ashley Eckstein face of new fandom.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really cool woman.
Yeah.
Well, we can't go without saying Peter Mayhew. He's extremely nice too.
Of course.
Met him on several occasions. Loves talking about Star Wars. Loves his fans.
Loves talking to the fans, taking pictures.
And love the fact that he's always sporting a Chewbacca shirt.
Yeah.
You go, Peter. Now, to jump ahead, when we're there, we're going to see Warwick Davis.
He, of course, is Wicket.
Jeremy Bulloch.
Boba Fett, and
Captain Colton from Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, okay. And Tia Sircar, who is the other female in Star Wars Rebels, Sabine Wren.
She's the Mandalorian.
That'll be awesome to meet her. Now, as a reminder, Star Wars weekends are always at Walt Disney World in Florida, but we want them on both coasts. So bring Star Wars weekends to Disneyland. And we have our campaign on Facebook. Just go and like our Facebook page, facebook.com/bring Star Wars weekends to Disneyland.
When we've posted our reminders on the show, we have jumped up considerably. So please keep on going to bring Star Wars weekends to Disneyland and like us. So those people on the West Coast can get their Star Wars weekends.
Star Wars fix over here. Now, speaking of Star Wars weekends at Disneyland, well, we're kind of having a mini one next year, 2015, with Celebration Anaheim,
which will take place April 16th through the 19th, 2015.
Now, as of May 12th, there are only 338 days left.
Wow, that number is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking.
Yes, and last week, they just relaunched the whole website for StarWarsCelebration.com, and it's all updated with a new logo, and I'm so excited.
They have a really fun video up called James Arnold Taylor Welcomes You to Celebration. So you know when it's James Arnold Taylor, it's going to be fun.
Of course.
Other than that, there's not much on the site that you don't already know, but still a good site to visit and bookmark.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, if you're planning on heading out there to LA or to Orlando for Star Wars weekends this year, please contact Autumn Barnes at mymickeyvacation.com and mention Skywalking Through Neverland to get a special deal. And also, when you book with her, just a reminder that if a better deal comes along, she can move you to that better deal. Like, for instance, if you had booked with her this year, last week, Disney just rolled out a new plan where you got free dining plan. Now that's worth about $50 per person per day at Disney World. So she could have got you on that better deal had you already been booking with her.
And you can also contact her about Disney D23 Expo.
Of course, yeah.
And that's happening once again here in Anaheim, California.
August 14th through 16th, 2015, next year. And there is about 459 days as of May 12th. I'm excited.
Yeah. Once again, we're hoping to meet a lot of you people there too.
And I know some cosplayers who are already working on their outfits.
Wow. And I'm sure they're still feeling the crunch.
Mm-hmm.
What? Only 459 days? Not enough.
Some
of these costumes are very extravagant.
Yeah.
And then, creeping around the corner from Disney D23 Expo, Star Wars Episode 7.
Comes out December 18th, 2015. And if that date is not already burned in your brain, shame on you.
Seriously, what is up? Sorry, that's all the shaming we'll do. Now, as of May 12th, there are only 585 days.
Yay.
Now, to the older audience, they're thinking, on my head.
Yeah.
Those days will fly by.
Mm-hmm.
To you youngins, it's still about a year and a half.
It's a ways.
Yeah. Now, principal photography is scheduled to begin this week.
Wow.
And you know if Carrie Fisher is going to be
tweeting,
if she's going to be shooting that first couple of weeks, there's going to be tweets aplenty.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Woman loves to talk.
I know. Now, I don't know how to go about forming Twitter lists, but if I did, I would make a list of all the people who are involved, like all the principal
Mark Hamill
actors.
has been tweeting
as
well.
Yeah, so
good
it's
stuff.
I just think it's awesome that in this day and age, we can almost be a part of this filming and stuff that's happening at the moment. We can be a part of because they're tweeting about it or tweeting pictures. I just think that's the coolest thing ever.
We're back in the original trilogy. We had to wait until Starlog magazine or Bantha Tracks, which came out like 4 months later. But now we can be right there. And, well, for the prequels, StarWars.com had a lot of on-set diaries, which were fun.
Okay.
But now, with social media, we're going to be right there.
Mm-hmm.
So follow Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill.
Well, we look forward to it, as do all of you. Star Wars Episode 7. Thank you for joining us on Skywalking Through Neverland. We'd like to thank Margaret Kerry, Scott Murray, Donald Wicks, and Robert Babst for joining us today. Now, you guys asked, and we listened, and we have Skywalking Through Neverland t-shirts coming soon. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to announce when they will be available to purchase. We're still working on all the details of buying them and getting them and creating them.
And working out deals with some printers just so we can get the lowest cost possible. Now, this is not a money-making venture on our part in the least. You guys had just asked for t-shirts, and we want to get them to you. They're really, really nice t-shirts as designed by Sarah.
Yay! Thanks. Yeah, and in fact, the female version has wings. And I know a lot of the women are looking forward to having those on your shirts. And we're also working on an option so that the male shirts can be made with wings as well.
Now, you wore your Skywalking Through Neverland t-shirt when we did our segment with Margaret Kerry a couple of days ago, and she loved the wings.
Yeah,
she loved the wings in the back.
Yeah, she thought it was the cutest thing. And those t-shirts are coming soon. Just stay close to our Facebook page and Twitter, and we'll announce when that is happening, and we'll do a big run of them all at once.
So that is it for episode number 30. Once again, everyone for writing in and letting us know what you did for May the 4th and just comments in general. And once again, we're going to be looking for bloggers. We'd love to hear what you people have to say. You give us small little tidbits in Facebook posts, but we always know there's a story behind those tidbits.
Absolutely. Yeah, like the May the 4th wedding. You know, lots of pictures and a little post about how the event went would be great. Or if you've gone to a convention in your area. Also, once again, just a write-up of the day or the weekend with some pictures to accompany that. That would also be great.
We're here for you to spotlight the fans.
Send in your interest to share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
So that is it for episode 30. Once again, thank you very much for coming back. And remember,
Neverland on Alderaan.
And we're out.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to Skywalking Through Neverland. All materials submitted become the property of Skywalking Through Neverland and are subject for use on our show. You can help support Skywalking Through Neverland by posting about us on Facebook, Twitter, or just telling another fanboy or girl. We would also really, really appreciate a 5-star review on iTunes. A link to our iTunes page can be found on skywalkingthroughneverland.com. This podcast was created and produced by Richard and Sarah Woloski. Segment producers are David Scale, Richard Woloski, and Sarah Woloski. Graphic design and website design by Sarah Woloski. Creative consultant, Mark Agushwitz. Technical advisor, Peter Heitman. Skywalking Through Neverland is not affiliated at all with Lucasfilm Limited, Disneyland Resorts, or the Walt Disney Company. All names, sounds, and related items of Star Wars and Disney are registered, trademarked, and copyright Lucasfilm Limited and the Walt Disney Company and their respective trademark and copyright holders. All rights reserved. Skywalking Through Neverland is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Hopefully, we have entertained you. All original content of this podcast is the intellectual property of Hey Hey Entertainment, copyright 2014. All rights reserved. No part of this show may be repurposed, reproduced, redistributed, or rebroadcasted without the written permission of Hey Hey Entertainment.
Sorry, all that had to be said.
And remember, write that iTunes review.
Goodbye. Live long and prosper. Wait, sorry. May the Force be with you.
And cut. That's a wrap.